But I do want to keep going. Bobby Portis, another big one that the Bucks get back. That one happened a couple days ago, where Bobby Portis works out a multi-year agreement with the Bucks. 3 years, $44 million, 30-year player option. That will replace his $13.4 million player option for this year, which he declined to sign this new deal. He's been, of course, a part of the Bucks front court for the last 5 years. He's earned 6 Man of the Year votes in 3 of those years. Has started many games to qualify in one of the other 2 seasons. Did only shoot up 49 times this past season due to a 25-game suspension that cost him much of the second half. The question I have on Bobby Portis, I think we all know his value. And I'll say this again, because somebody was talking about the question about, oh, didn't you want Gary Trent Jr. gone? I want Bobby Portis gone. I was one of the main ones on the crusade to get Bobby up out of here. But again, things change, times change, and you have to realize where you are as a franchise and what you have available and what's going on. And at that number, I think that's what he's worth. With the cap rising, with everything that's rising, with some of the numbers, didn't we see who got did not Naz Reid got 5? What did he get? 4 years, 125? 5 years, 125, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I think they're very close. He's not, like, to me, Naz Reid ain't, $6-7 million. He's not a $125 million player, and Bobby a $44 million player. Like, the gap's not that wide. So when you think about, again, I think about it in terms of value. For value, no, I thought the value was great on Bobby Portis. Again, I think it's a tradable deal if you ever think you need to trade it at some point. So, I'm happy with it. I hope Bobby will. There's a very real likelihood that Bobby's your starting 5 this year. There's a very real likelihood that he will move into that starting lineup. So, again, as long as he shoots the ball well, gives half of an effort on defense, Bucks still got to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to defend. Again, if you're bringing AJ Green back, you're looking at your 3-guard lineup. I'm projecting of KPJ, AJ Green, Gary Trent Jr. potentially, as long as you're not putting Taurean Prince in that as a 2. If AJ Green can stop the fouling, and they look at, maybe he can put a headband on and look like Caruso, and that way he can get away with fouling people, and they won't think, and they won't call it on him. But if you can at least stop straight line drives and stay in front of guys, you'll be able to help Bobby Portis. And, oh, by the way, rebounding will be much better for the Milwaukee Bucks when you have Giannis and Bobby Portis out there at the same time. So, again, for that number, I like Bobby. I like him back in Milwaukee. Glad he's back. And good on I see with the UD, the underdog. Good on underdog for getting back into it and staying with the Bucks. And also, last thing I say, I think people thought like this was like some type of a discount. I don't really think it was. I don't know what the market. I really don't know what the market was. I really don't know that he had some free agent market that he get to that was going to be $20-30 million. I don't see that. Like, who has gotten $25 million from a different team this year in free agency? Who's gotten that? Nope. Has anybody gotten $25 million from a different team? A $20 million? Because that'd be, if he's getting 14, 15 a year, a real upgrade would be 18, 19, 20. Has anybody gotten 18, 19, 20 in free agency from another team this year?
I think the biggest free agent contract was Dorian Finney-Smith.
What did he get?
Oh, man, me and Chris just talked about it.
He got 3 years, 51, though. Yeah, I mean, so that's not that.
3 years, 50. Okay, so that's a touch over what Bobby Portis got.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Nick Alexander-Walker, what did he get? Yeah, what did NAW get?
I think it's
he got
similar.
A nice deal. He got a nice deal. He's a good player too. But that's again, but that's my point. Is I think the deal was good for Bobby, and I think it's good for the Bucks.
Yeah, I think he's also done things to I think take a step up in his game. I think there was certain moments last year where you still want to rip your hair out, but there's also been a lot of highs. I remember last year it was a Brooklyn Nets game, right, where he goes 30-some points and 15 rebounds, something like that. And so you want to see those highs and you want to eliminate some of the lows, but he's certainly worth, I think, what he got. I think also, last year I kind of felt like a little bit of just unfinished business for him because of the suspension incident, and it kind of messed the Bucks up. So you talk about a guy who owes us. Bobby Portis owes us, because all last season when there was a 25-game suspension, right, it was like, all right, now we have to put Bobby back in the lineup after this team finally hitting a stride. Now we need him for a full season and see what this group can do.
Yeah, I just love bringing Bobby back for his work off the court. I mean, he legit has earned the term mayor of Milwaukee. I mean, when you look at some of the volunteer stuff he's done throughout the city, I mean, I kind of saw when I saw him at Summerfest, I felt like there was no way Bobby was going anywhere else. It's a good signing for the Bucks. You need bigs. You need bigs that can shoot the ball, that can rebound the ball. I think it puts us in a good spot. I mean, are we perennial the best team in the East right now? I don't think so, but I think Bobby Portis makes us better, and I think we perennially have the best player in the East on our team, so we got a shot.
Yeah, you definitely have the best player on the East on your team. There's no doubt, no question.